Okay, welcome back to Go, where we are going through the Winnipeg Police Museum. This is one of the parts I'm most excited about. We're going to talk about vehicles. Jack, tell us about this amazing vehicle right here.
This is a 1925 Rio Speedwagon. It was the Winnipeg Police Patrol Wagon, the third one actually, and served from 1925 to 1930. It was sold off. It ended up owned by a farmer and sat out in the field for years. And then the Museum of Man and Nature got it back, but didn't do anything, and we were able to recover it. The beauty of it, like our other vehicles, we know this is ours from the records. So it's not a vehicle which is like Winnipeg's, it was Winnipeg's. And the same when we look at the hovercraft, we have the records, it was Winnipeg's hovercraft.
Now, you say hovercraft, let's make our way over there.
Okay.
Now, this is pretty crazy because I actually never thought this would have existed, and it seems like something from the James Bond movies.
True, in 1971, I believe most police departments, definitely Winnipeg, was responsible for rescuing on the river as well as recovery. And for the rescue purposes, they were given a sample of the hovercraft, hoping that it would work out really good. Then they could advertise it to all the other police departments. Okay. So in 1971, we had 4 police officers and a mechanic trained on it. But nice as it looks, it is a small one, and the capacity was 400 pounds, which is basically 2 policemen. And it's meant really for like a lake or the ocean or somewhere where you're going to come up on a beach. This one has 3 motors, 2 for drive and 1 for the skirt, and it did not have enough power to climb most of our riverbanks. Oh. So therefore we couldn't really use it. So it was given back to H.C. Paul Company, and it traveled around the province, sold off a number of times. And a few years ago we were looking for it, and we were told there's one sitting in the north end. When we went to find it, we found the serial number was ours.
Oh, wow.
So we were able to recover it.
Awesome, like lost giant treasure.
Well, yeah, it was given back, and they couldn't sell to any other department, so really this is unique. This should be the only hovercraft ever owned by a police department in Canada, and because it did not serve the proper purpose, no other department bought them.
All right, now right behind us actually I'm going to hand you this. These are the motorcycles. Tell us about them.
Okay, the first Winnipeg transportation, aside from the bicycles back in the 1890s, were the Indian motorcycles. We have a gentleman named Ross Metcalf who has loaned us this 1913 Indian. There were really no changes in the old years with the bike, so this would have been pretty well the same bike that Winnipeg Police rode. In the 1920s, they purchased Hendersons. The picture we have is 1923 with the row of Henderson motorcycles. And this Henderson is a 1927, which is also on loan from David Gray, who owns Harley Davidson. He's a collector of this type of bike personally. And both fellows have loaned us the bikes. We're hoping for the next year to show the origin of Winnipeg transportation.